The wait is almost over. The 23rd Winter Olympics will officially kick off its three-week run in PyeongChang, with the opening ceremony set to start in 8 hours from now at 8 p.m. Korea time. That's 6 a.m. on the east coast of the United States and 11 a.m. in London. It's the second time the Olympic cauldron will be lit here in South Korea, and the first time in 30 years that the country will host the global sporting event since the 1988 Summer Seoul Olympics. For more, let's connect to our Ji-won, who is standing by at the PyeongChang Olympic Plaza. So, Ji-won, tell us what we can expect from tonight's opening ceremony.
Mark, the opening ceremony of the 1988 Seoul Olympics had that unforgettable moment of a young South Korean boy rolling a hoop across the grass infield of the Olympic Stadium. And today's ceremony will be based on the journey of 5 children searching for answers to peace, featuring Korean legends and history, as well as a flurry of performances that'll showcase South Korea's rich culture. Under the theme Peace in Motion, the 2-hour ceremony will see all 92 participating nations walk into the stadium with their national flags held high. As the host country, South Korea will march in last, but together with the delegates from North Korea under the unification flag. The Korean folk song Arirang will be played when they make their entrance. And as it has always been for the previous joint entrances, there will be 2 torchbearers, one from each side. Gold medal hopeful bobsledder Won Yun-jong will represent the South, but the bearer for the North has not yet been announced. The ceremony will also have a large VIP audience, with President Moon Jae-in, U.S. Vice President Mike Pence, and Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe in attendance, as well as the North Korean leader Kim Jong-un's sister Kim Yo-jong.
Now, Ji-won, the highlight of the opening ceremony is when the Olympic cauldron is lit with the Olympic torch. Could you tell us more about how that historic moment will take place and how exactly the Olympic torch relay is progressing so far?
Mark, the ignition of the Olympic cauldron is still very much being kept under wraps. But even as we speak, the Olympic torch is being carried around PyeongChang by its final bearers, including IOC President Thomas Bach. And now, with the relay to finish in just a few hours, I will give you a wrap-up of how the relay went. From the Olympic birthplace of Greece all the way to the host city of PyeongChang, South Korea, 7,500 torchbearers have traveled 2018 kilometers over the course of 101 days. Peace and the future were big themes of this Winter Olympics torch relay, which featured the first ever robot torchbearers and even reached the heavily fortified demilitarized zone separating the 2 Koreas. The light of the Olympic Games has also been to 17 cities and provinces in South Korea under the theme of Let Everyone Shine. With the opening ceremony of the 23rd Winter Olympics just hours away, the question is, who will be the one to light the Olympic cauldron at the PyeongChang Olympic Stadium, signifying the start of the Winter Games? The word is the legendary star figure skater Kim Yo-na could be the final torchbearer, completing the 101-day-long ceremonial relay. The Olympic gold medalist was also the one to bring the Olympic flame from Greece to South Korea. But there could be a surprise. The 2 Koreas have a record of lighting up the torch together. They did so at the 2002 Asian Games in Busan, when a South Korean Olympic judo gold medalist and North Korean judo heroine ignited the cauldron in unison. Well, whoever it may be walking through the stadium with that torch, we will be carefully watching at the opening ceremony tonight.
Well, I'm sure a lot of people here in South Korea would like Kim Yo-na to do the honors, but we'll have to wait, as you say. But one thing that has been a concern is the weather, as it has been extremely cold here in Seoul and throughout Korea, even by Korean winter standards. How exactly is the weather looking there right now, and also, more importantly, tonight for the opening ceremony?
Mark, it's expected to be mostly cloudy during the opening ceremony, and the Korea Meteorological Administration forecasts the temperature to be on par with or even slightly above the seasonal average.
The temperature at the PyeongChang Olympic Plaza between 7 and 10 past 10 on the evening of the opening ceremony is forecast to range between -2 and -5 degrees Celsius. But with the wind chill factor, the temperature is likely to feel closer to -10 degrees. According to our forecast, the temperature will not be a problem for the opening ceremony.
Despite the forecast, it's still going to be pretty cold if you're sitting still for hours on end. The organizing committee has prepared a winter gear pack, including blankets and raincoats for the spectators. But anyone coming to watch the ceremony will need to bundle up and wear plenty of layers and certainly bring a hat, scarf, and gloves. That's all from me for now. Back to you, Mark.